boys and girls. Today we're going to read this book. It's called Water Can Be by Laura Purdy Salas. And the book is about water. And if you remember, when we were in the classroom, I had a bottle of water and I shook it. And I told you this water dance. Some of you said no. And then you realized that water does dance. Here we're going to learn about different things water can change and be to each one of us. This is the cover of our book. And it has the title, Water Can Be, and the author by Laura Purdy Salas. And also it has the illustrator, Violeta de Bijas. And in the back, this is the back of the book. The back of the book says a little bit what the story's going to be about. Water it's a puddle, it's a pond, it's a sea. But now, can you guess what else it can be? This is what it has in the back of the book. And of course, you know that this is the spine of the book. And it also has the title of the book, so you could find the book when you're looking for it standing up. So let's start. Water can be. Let's see what water can be. Water can be. Water is water. It's a puddle, pond, sea. When springtime comes splashing, the water flows free. You see the water? What is the water doing here? We used some of the words a few minutes ago. Is it going up or is it going down? Look at it. What do you think? Tell your moms and dads what you think. Water can be a tadpole hatcher. You know what a tadpole is? A tadpole is a baby frog. It's a little tiny baby frog. And all these little green things here are baby frogs. And these flowers are called lily pads. Little frogs usually live there. Water can be a picture catcher. Why do you think they're calling water a picture catcher? What does the little girl see here? And she's looking at herself in water. It's not a mirror, it's water. What does she see? What does she see? Tell mom and dad what she sees. Water can be an otter feeder. What does the otter have in his arms? What do otters eat? Look at this. We had one in our class as a pet. Do you know what this is called? Could you tell your parents? Water can be a downhill speeder. What do you think that means? Do you think the water is going down slow? Or is it going down fast? Really fast? How could you tell? Look at it and tell mom and dad. Water can be a garden soaker. What do you think? What's falling from the sky? What do you think is falling from the sky? And why would they call water a garden soaker? Something is falling from the clouds down on the garden. Could you tell mom and dad what's falling down from the clouds? Think about it. Look at the picture. Water can be a valley cloaker. Now, this is a little harder word for you to understand. You see, this is mountains and hills, and down here in the bottom, this is called the valley. And water, although you don't see it in this picture, all of this is wet, and it's cloaking or covering all the mountains. That's what they mean by valley cloaker. Water can be a thirst quencher. What do you see here? What is the little deer doing? Why do you think they call water a thirst quencher? What is the little deer doing? Could you tell your parents? Water can be a kid drencher. How many of you have done this? Have you ever been to a fire hydrant and the water just sprinkled all over you and you got all drenched? Drenched is another word for the word, ask mom and dad, when you get water on you, you get all what? Tell mom and dad. Water can be a drink cooler. What do you see here? What are these? And over here, inside each of these pitchers, are these drinks cold or are they hot? Tell me how you know. Did the water temperature change here? And that's why we see these things here. What are these called? Could you tell mom and dad? What are these called? Tell them what it is. Okay. Water can be a rainbow jeweler. Look at this, a beautiful rainbow. Could you tell your mom and dad the colors of the rainbow? What color is this? What color is this? What color is this one? And what color is the last color? Tell your parents what colors you see. Have you ever been outside and it rained and then the sun came out? You see the sun here? When there's water and rain and the sun, the light bends and it makes a rainbow. You could see all the colors of the rainbow. Water can be a homemaker. Who do you think lives here? What are these? It's a home for what? What are these? Do you know the name of these types of fish? Could you tell mom and dad what type of fish this is? And then look at these fish roaming round and round. And what are these? You know the name of those fish? And this one, what's the name of this one? And look at this one. See if you could guess what fish are on the page. Talk to mom and dad about the fish that you see here. And why do you think they called water can be a homemaker? What about this? Is this a home for someone here? What are these a home for? Answer the question. Tell mom and dad. Now look at this page. Water can be a shipbreaker. What do you see here? Oh, wow. It looks like a storm. And what's happening to the ship? Why do you think they say water can be a shipbreaker? Think about it. Put on your thinking caps. Water is water. It is fog, frost, and sea. When autumn comes chasing, water can be a cloud fluffer. What do you think? Look, when it's foggy, what happens to the clouds? Why do you think they're saying that they're fluffy? How do you think they look? What color are the clouds? What do they remind you of? Think about it. Answer the question. Tell mom and dad. Here on this side it says, water can be a fire snuffer. Who is this? What is this man called? And what does he have in his hand? What is this called? And what is this? What's happening here? Could you tell mom and dad what's happening? What is he doing with the water? Tell your moms and dads. Answer the questions. Oh, we do this every day in school. Water can be A school drinker. What is she doing? And where is she at? Remember before gym, I usually take you here? What is this called? And what do you do there? Okay. Water can be a bruise shrinker. What is the mommy putting on the child's knee? It looked like the child got hurt. And he's happy because mommy's putting, what are these called? What's in that bag? Mommy's putting that on his bruise on his leg. Remember sometimes when you're sick or hurt, the nurse in school, what does she do when you get a bruise? Sometimes she gives you an ice pack, remember? What is the mommy doing here? Tell your moms and dads. Water can be a salmon highway. Why do you think they're calling it a salmon highway? Let's count. How many salmons do you see? Could you count them with your moms and dads? How many do you see? It looks like a whole bunch of them, and they're calling it a highway because they're all going down in the same direction. How many do you see? Could you count them? Water can be an eagle flyaway. Look at the eagles. They're usually high up in the sky, but they come down to the rivers to drink as well, to drink water, and they follow the river to look for food. Water can be a storm creator. What do you think is happening in this picture? Could you tell mom and dad what's happening here? What happened to the water? Did the water change temperature? When the water changes temperature and the temperature goes down, water, what happens to it? It freezes, right? And what do you see happening here? What does it look like is happening here? Tell mom and dad. Water can be a decorator. Why do you think they're calling water a decorator? The frost is on the window and it froze all around the window. But how does it look? It looks beautiful, doesn't it? So they call it a decorator. Why do you think that is? Tell mom and dad. Look at the window and tell me what you think. Water can be a woodchuck warmer. Look at the little woodchuck. He made a little area for himself to sleep, and he put the leaves on him and they're warm, keeping him warm from the snow. You see? Now this one's fun. You know this one. Water can be a snowman former. How many snowmen do you see there? Could you tell me what the kids are doing? Look at them. What are they doing? Explain to your moms and dads what you see the little girl doing with the snow. And what is the little boy doing? And how many snowmen are there? Water is water. It's ice, snow, and sea. Now go and discover what else it can be. They're telling you to go and decide what else water could be. Water could be many things. Now, I want you to think in your house, what could water be to you? Like when you're in the bathtub, or when you're in the kitchen washing dishes, or when you're in front of the sink. Could you tell your moms and dads what water could be to you during those times? Because water could be many, many, many things, as we saw in this book. Water is not just water. Water could be many things. I hope you enjoyed the book. I'll talk to you soon.